Hello everybody, here is Georgia.artist, humble voice of tarot. And we are here with the beautiful sunset. You should see the beautiful sunset. We are protecting this divine field of sacred space. We are protecting this sacred space with divine shield of golden light, white love, rainbow and pink light against all the low vibration energies and entities, against all the psychic attacks, atrocious attacks. We are shifting to fourth and fifth D consciousness, where no negativity or low vibrations can ever reach. We are divinely protected. Thank you, Divine Archangel Michael. Thank you, Divine Guardian Angels. Thank you, Divine Guardian Animals, Spirit Animals of Animal Kingdom, for keeping us safe and protected. We are beings of light, and only light can serve through me. Only light can channel through me. We revoke and rebuke all the toxic low vibration energies. We revoke and rebuke all the darkness energies. And what is not good for our highest good has no access to this sacred space. Here we are, safe, secure, blessed with divine love and guidance. Thank you, Divine Spirit Guides, Archangels, Galactic Alliance, Federation, brothers and sisters, for co-creating this beautiful space, sacred space, with myself as a channel. Thank you so much. Alright everybody, so hello everybody, I'm live today. We still have a post eclipse energies, we have a post we still might feel intensity, closing chapters. I hear I'm gonna do I feel guided to do channeled, perhaps some scribbling. I will see what's going on for all of us collective, and we will wait for more people to come, and then we're going to talk about more things, and obviously we will do personal readings for all of you. 311 right there. Okay, so let me open the balcony because we have a beautiful sunset, and I want okay. So take a deep breath with me, everybody. I feel already messages coming, so let's just grab the pen and paper and prepare. So I'm gonna wait until somebody comes to the chat. Thank you so much for those of you that have been guided here. It's meant to be. Everything is connected. So whether you've been guided or my okay, feel guided is my messages may reach to you and may be relevant to you as well. So let's go for it. I hear Archangel Michael here. Thank you, Divine Archangel Michael, for protecting our sacred space. Thank you so much. Okay, I feel guided to remind everyone that when we are leaving this old versions of self with this eclipse, when we are leaving the old and entering the new, is very important with the guidance of Archangel Michael to cut energetic cords with those people that we are leaving behind, because we may not understand that with the logic mind, we may not realize it, but it is still connected to us. Their cords are still connected to us no matter how far we are. If we had especially if we had physical connections with them, they are, I hear, connected to our root chakra. They are connected to our sacral chakras, especially the ex-lovers, ex-karmic people. They are still attached to us energetically, and they can drain the energy if we allow it, if we are not aware that energy exists, the energetic connections are natural to our beings. I hear Archangel Michael says, do gently cutting cords. I will guide you through this, but we need to remember that this is necessary. Just like you are cleaning a house, just like you are clearing the old things after somebody that's already left, you are clearing all the things that you don't want in your house that is associated with those exes. Same way, you must cut cords, disconnect energetically from them. They still hold attachment to you, no matter if you are aware of it or not. They're still connected to your heart chakra. They're still, if you have been physical with them intimately, they're still connected to your root chakra, to your sacral chakra. And it can manifest if they are more aware about how energy works. They may have some energetic power over you. It can create all sorts of different energies and situation into your current life. It may drain you from the distance. They may energetically still influence you, as well as you may have blockages, especially in your root chakras, in your sacral chakras, in your heart chakras. So it's very important to clear out these X energies, as well as we would clear out stuff from our house or from the garage that we no longer need or no longer want to have in the house. So let's do the process together with Archangel Michael right now for the start, and play this every time you need to cut cords with those exes, ex frenemies, ex toxic people, ex toxic lovers, ex toxic partners, ex toxic husbands and ex-wives, ex-husbands. It's very important to remain energetically cleansed. The spiritual hygiene is as important as the physical hygiene, because we are spirits in a human body. We are spirits having a human experience. Just like we wash our sacred temples, we must wash out our spiritual being by cutting cords with unnecessary people and places. So let us gently remind ourselves and do this process together right now. So take a deep breath and repeat after me. Archangel Michael is in our service as we speak. Thank you, Divine Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the angel of guidance and guardian of energetic fields. It clears out negative energies around us. It protects us from negative and toxic low vibrational energies and attacks. As spirits of light, we may be prone to be attracting lower vibrational energies, lost souls, energetic vampires that will from astral space see our light. Just like you are in a pitch black, I hear, and you see one light bulb, you immediately go towards it because you're attracted to that light. That's exactly how the dark souls or lost souls or deliberate energy vampires can seek you and find you and then drain your energy. It is not for you, dear ones, to scare you, but to make you aware how important it is to keep this sacred auric space clean of all toxic energies so that we can be fully revived after the dark toxic experiences. We no longer need to be attached to those negative souls. Therefore, I am here, Archangel Michael, to help you with my divine sword, to help you to cut these cords. So let's do that process. Many of you may have experienced intense, toxic, energetic releasing of toxic people, releasing of excess, any time of your life. If you haven't recently, you may have months, years ago. It's still attached to you. If you haven't deliberately done these rituals, they are still attached to you, many. Therefore, take a deep breath. Imagine all those toxic exes and even those exes that may not have been toxic, but you did break up or you did leave them behind for some reason because they were already in different vibration as you. You outgrown them or they remained unconscious, but you shifted to consciousness. Even people like that can block you from your blessings because it's a little bit cluttered around you in your auric field. Therefore, gently with love, release them and cut cords of them. Don't worry, dear ones, nothing's gonna happen to them. It's not that you are sending something bad to them. You are just releasing yourself from their grip, energetic grip. They may not even be aware. They may be fully unconscious, not realizing what's happening beyond this realm. But you, dear ones, you are aware. You are here and now because you have shifted to the vibration when you have been sent to this place to hear me out. Therefore, dear ones, do that process, a ritual with me right now. Imagine every possible person from your past, from the places that you no longer want to revisit, people that you no longer want to reconnect with, people that you know you outgrown, people and places that you know that you don't want to bring to your future. Imagine all these people having the energetic dark cord connected to you. That's how it looks. Imagine a figure and thousands or hundreds of strings attached of that figure all over your body. They can be attached to you, especially through your heart center. Imagine those cords attached to you by all these people. Imagine them all. If you want to emphasize that, you can tell their names and ask upon me, and you can do the ritual with your hands, or you can just imagine and visualize it. I am here to assist you. Ask with me. Dear Archangel Michael, please assist me right now with your angelic sword to cut cords to all these people that I am still attached but no longer want to bring into my present moment of future. And now affirm as you, the creator, you, the commander, I now cut cords with every person that has been of past and I no longer wish to bring to my future. I cut cords to certain names. Now you say those names. I cut cords with such and such. I cut cords with such and such. I cut cords with such and such. And visualize how those cords being cut out of your heart chakra and leaving you, leaving your auric space, leaving and distancing. See them going off and say, I now release you and cut cords with you, with love. And I wish you all the best for your higher learning. But now I am free and liberated from your grip and energies. Now I seal these empty spaces that the cord was. I seal it with Archangel Michael. I heal these parts of me and I take only wisdom with me. Now the cords are no longer attached to me. I only remain connected to those that I wish to be part of my present and my future. And so it is, so it is, so it is. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me to cut these cords with these people and to seal these wounds and protect my shield, my auric space with unbreakable walls. And I seal it with a golden lock that no longer anyone from those past experiences has power over me ever again. I am now free. I take all my power and energy back. It comes to me cleansed and purified, and all those negative energies of the past are moving and moved away and no longer belong to me, to my present. Therefore, I am fully healed. I am cleansed and purified. I now am liberated from the past connections. So it is, so it is, so it is. Hallelujah. Namaste. Put your hand in your heart chakra and feel that golden light and white light and that beautiful blue light of Archangel Michael's sword to beautifully heal and purify your heart center. There, where all these cords were once attached, they're no longer there. Feel them healing, sealing. Visualize that right now. Send it away once and for all. You are now free. You are now liberated. You are now ready for your next journey of your life that is aligned with your shifted higher version of self from here and now. And so it is. Hallelujah. Namaste. Om. Amen. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for guiding us through this ritual of cutting cords. Hello, everybody. Aloha. Hello, Barno. Welcome. Hello, AAA. Yeah. Have you heard? Have you felt it? Very much so. And guys, if you like to keep repeating this, I also have I think about 11 or 12 parts of the shorts from last year. I believe it was last year, where we were doing the cutting cords uh, in more depth. But this one was this beautiful Archangel Michael's guidance. 2222 right now. 3 people, 3 likes. Hello, dear Lilith, welcome. I saw the chat. I always watch my chats after previous, because I most of the time I I don't see all the messages that you guys send me. So I've noticed that you did told me that you would like to moderate, so I put you blue as well. Okay. So we are all now. We have now more moderators than actual people, which is beautiful. I'm grateful. So guys, first of all, I really want to say it one more time. When you don't want to bother with trolls, it's not your obligation. Even though you are put as a moderator, still the most important is you and yourself. If you want to just enjoy what I'm saying, if you resonate with it, or if it's your reading, don't worry about trolls. Don't let yourself be distracted by them, and just keep listening actually your own reading or whatever you're just interested in. We have many more people, so there's always somebody who could do that. Okay, yes, we have to also mention that I am sovereign. Exactly, you are sovereign being and you don't need any attachments anymore. But that's how it works. You know, each time we meet with somebody, we automatically connect our energetic cords together. So it's truly just like you're having a bath, okay, and washing your physical temple. You need to always wash away yourself energetically from old energies. You can do it as well as a ritual. I do it quite often, especially because I do spiritual work. Is that when you lay yourself in the bath, for instance, I love my baths, and I always put sea salt in there, or Himalayan salt, okay? Don't put those table salts for 120, yeah, for €1.20, like those very cheap Tesco ones. Don't, those so-called table salts. These are not perfect, but obviously if you don't have any other, do it. But you can change the frequency of it by intention. But if you have a chance, just choose the organic sea salt from special herbal. Oh my God, guys, look at this beautiful sunset. You see it? And you see my beautiful sunflower. Yesterday she finally opened herself. She's now open and fully blooming. I love her. She's my friend. So we see beautiful sun and beautiful sunflowers basking at that beautiful sun. Isn't it gorgeous? Ah, look at the beautiful baby neck. How to zoom it out? Okay. Anyways. Beautiful, isn't it? I love it. I love sunsets. I absolutely love it. Like, if I lived somewhere on the beach or in the mountains, I would be probably sleeping outside constantly. But I'm very scared. Like, I am afraid to be alone in darkness. Unfortunately, not because of animals, but because of humans. So I wouldn't have a courage to do it on my own. Like, yeah, but maybe one day with my beautiful divine masculine, when time comes, and eventually I'm sure I would enjoy that very much. As every romantic person, I'm very romantic and old-fashioned. I think I'm a Juliet. I think I'm a Juliet of this era. Who else feels like Juliet or Romeo has this kind of a beautiful romance mindset? I truly love all romances, like this beautiful Romeo and Juliet kind of romance. It's like from all those old-fashioned ways. I love it. It's beautiful, you know. Like, I don't like this fast-paced, artificial, superficial way people connect now. It doesn't do anything to me. Like, I'm avoiding these type of things because I'm very old-fashioned in that way. Maybe that's a channel message. Maybe I'm meant to speak about it because, like, um, if more we speak about it, more we bring in this beautiful old-fashioned romance back to this era. We need to teach and preserve this beautiful romantic energy so that the youngsters, the young ones that only know how to communicate through the text messages or WhatsApp, but actually when they meet each other in face to face, both of them are on their smartphones because they don't know how to communicate. I feel that's tragic. That's actually tragic. That kids nowadays don't know how to actually communicate with each other, and they are in love with each other, but they don't know how to communicate. They are so disconnected from actual verbal communication, and it's tragic in my opinion because I'm a 80s, yeah, I'm 1982, so I'm very beginning of 80s, so I still remember how it feels to live without technology, without smartphones. So you had to communicate. If you liked somebody, you had to communicate with them, otherwise you had no other way. I used to love writing letters. Okay, letters should be coming back to this, especially to the romantic life, because has letters carry your energy. You write it with your hand, you're giving it your heart. I find it much more important and deeper than a text message, let's say. Obviously, if there's no chance, yeah, you do what you can do, okay? But if there is a chance, let us revive this beautiful romance, old-fashioned romance, because that carried true vibrations of love. And the letters, the handwritten letters, they carried your frequency, they carried your essence, they carried essences of the two. And I think that it's actually very beautiful and deep way to express love, you know. So I miss those. I truly miss those. Do you guys miss letters? Do you guys miss phone calls, speaking to somebody for hours, like about little things, nothing about like whatever comes? That's how the true communications was actually deepening the hearts, you know. So I feel that we, the generations of us, uh, could bring it back in a way so that the young ones can see and inspire themselves. 3111, inspire themselves to actually learn how to truly communicate. Because if the young ones not going to be able to communicate, how can they form couples? How can they form families? How can they create a beautiful environment for the upcoming children? And those upcoming children that are coming, these are already much more upgraded, higher level galactic beings incarnated to this, to build the new earth based on Lemuria atmosphere or Lemuria energy. These kids need a proper connections of parents, not the disconnected parents sitting on their laptops, on their smartphones, and not even knowing how to communicate when they are in the kitchen together. Okay, the kids need to see the example. I hear kids need to see the example of how true love and love on itself is meant to be expressed in proper way, how the souls communicate together, and how we use our physical temples to create that. Okay, so I need to read chat. I actually haven't seen the chat, but I really want to finish this message. I feel it's very divinely guided message. So we must be the examples. So let us not, and I hear Archangel Raphael, let us not let this die out. Let us not disconnect, just like Grace have disconnected, using technology for everything, even the emotions. Let us teach our young ones how to properly connect with one another, how to be the source of love embodied in the physical reality, how to prepare the young ones for building the new earth with beautiful unions based on divine connection and proper communication. We truly are beings of light and embodiments of love walking on this earth, and therefore we must not allow the dark energy of disconnection to overpower what we are and who we are. We, we cannot allow that repeat again, that cycle that Grace have experienced, and now they know how faulty that was. Disconnection from all organic source. That's where the technology is guiding. But we are the choice. We are the technology guides, and we must rule. Therefore, let us rule with our hearts. Let us rule with our authenticity, and let us show how to properly communicate in the most authentic, connected through the hearts, not through the phones, I hear. I see W, and I see Trinity sign here coming into infinity. We are infinite beings, but we have forgotten how to connect. We have forgotten how to unite. Therefore, we must remember those times where love was shown in every expression of self. Because love is the vibration that guides us home, that guides us towards the source, the God. We are that embodiment. And we have choices to always choose what's closer to God, what's closer to the source. With allowing this connection, we allow that vibration to rule. But this is not why we came. This is the contrast. This is what has been presented to us as a contrast. For us to realize that this is not what we want to embody, but we must come to it by our own. We cannot expect others to guide us through. Therefore, dear ones, don't look for external validations, but be that you wish to see in your life. Be that embodiment, what you wish to experience in love. You've been receiving constantly ideas how to present yourself to another. But it's up to you and your choice as a being of free will, whether you embrace that idea that you've been sent by God, by the source, by your higher self, or whether you allow it to die out within you by doing nothing with it. By choosing the fear, by choosing the ego. You are the source. You are the energy that branches out. You are the tree of your individual reality. And you are branching out by each decision that you've made, that you create. Each decision creates ripple effects and touches others. Intuitive drawing. You are the branch and you create the ripple effects. I hear, so what are you, the creator, allowing to create that ripple effect? Is it your fears? Is it what you truly wish to experience? Or is your wish just a mere fantasy and you choose to let it die out in that fantasy land? You are the creator. If you feel you wish to present your love to others, do it. Don't hold on. Don't wait. Don't second guess. Don't give it a second thought. First thought speaks from your soul. Second thought is the ego trying to interrupt and create fear-based narrative. Act upon your divine impulse of your heart to be able to create beauty on this earth, you must catch that beauty when it's still in the air, just like a feather flying. If you hesitate, it flies away. Each chance by the universe to connect to your loved ones, to connect to yourself, is there that very moment, whether it is idea, an impulse of the heart to send that message, to do that phone call, to create that moment before the ego starts interrupting. Grab that while it's floating in your space and create the ripple effects from beautiful things, from authentic things, from feelings that speak from your heart, not from your fears. Dear ones, you are the engines. You are the creators. And you create the interconnected net of moments, events, and connections. Make it genuine from your heart. Don't ignore your heart's calling, because the heart is the center where the source has been. Therefore, you are the source, and your heart is the compass. They tried to guide you away from the heart for their agenda, to remain unconscious. But now you know. You know you are the consciousness. You are the God. You are the creator of your own destiny. Therefore, show the world what is in your heart. Show the world your story of your heart. Show the loved ones the colors of your heart. Interconnectedness is a key. We must teach the newcomers interconnectedness again. We, the guides, the parents, the teachers of a new earth system, we are the ones that they will follow. They will get inspired by, as much as we get inspired by them. The newcomers are beings of all galaxies. They carry the DNA memory of all galaxies, and they will build on love, harmony, peace, unity. No more duality. Therefore, we, the newcomers must disconnect from the duality, from that negativity, so we don't let them bring it into a new earth any longer. Only that way we can ascend to the higher frequencies of love and create harmony and peace and unity on this earth with fifth dimensional density consciousness and fourth density experience upon this planet. Let us not turn back on those negative patterns anymore. Let us create from a new seed that ripples our way into beautiful, loving existence. All is vibration. Signs. Watch signs. There'll be a lot of signs showing us. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. So let us bring Romeo and Juliet back to life. But not the ending. Nobody's gonna die. We all thrive in our beautiful connections. That's gonna be the new version of the story for all of us. Thank you so much for watching this beautiful co-creation. I'm gonna read the chat. That was beautiful from Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to join us and to remind us that we are love and we must walk as embodiment of love. We cannot support the disconnection. We have to be the ones, the courageous ones, to show the young ones what it truly feels when love is embodied. Therefore, let us bring back the romance. Let us bring back the connections. Let us bring back the communications. Let us bring back the true loving gestures so that the kids learn from their parents, the kids learn from the adults, and kids that come to this era, they're already upgraded versions of us. Their DNA is much more upgraded, therefore they carry that frequency of love within them. But if they don't see it externally in their first peers that they see is the guardians, the parents, if they don't see it there, it dies out within them, even though it's their signature. We cannot continue this broken society, and we can only do it when we start after feeling conscious about it, and we make that change so that they can watch us experience that and they can follow the next generations with connectedness. So there was a beautiful channeled message. It's true, isn't it? Yes. Let me read you all. Let us be present. Yeah, I hear let us be present. And yesterday came also. Let us be present every time we meet someone, we are with someone. Let us be present, fully present. Not just halfway. Okay. Hello everyone. Ed K, Vikas, Jen Davis. I said hello to you, Brano. I said hello to 888. Hello, dear Lilith. I think I did greet you. Yeah, definitely. You are blue, Lilith. Are you happy about it? Because I read your message in the previous chat, so I did put you blue if you don't mind. If you would like to be not blue, just let me know. And for whoever would like to, by the way, can you do it from your side? Untag yourself if you choose not to be moderator again. Can you do it from your side, or do I have to do it? I wonder. Mm, oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for being considerate. You're very welcome, dear Lilith. I think that it's. Oh, I don't know if you said it for me. that that's the way when I read messages ages old. Oh, that's nice, Brano. Yeah, anything. Celtic salt. We don't have Celtic salt in here, so that's why. But I'm sure there's an in America. Whatever salt. Oh, did I finish that by the way? Okay, so when I do those ritual baths, I didn't finish that. Okay. Uh, I I when I run the water in my bath, let's say, and I know I want to do the cleansing ritual, okay? I recommend it to all of you because it truly works. I have it tested and I feel it always. Run your bathtub already with intention that the mother water, and speak to the mother water. She's conscious being, yeah, and she's within us, as we all know, yeah. Ask Mother Water to cleanse you from all toxic energies, especially if you just broke up with somebody or if you just left toxic environment or people. Okay, to help you cleanse all the negative energies, all the uh, residues of toxicity that is not your pureness of energy, and put the salt in it. You can put essential oils. I usually put a the real ones, like the 100% ones, yeah. But if I don't have, I put whatever I have. But put some cleansing ones, let's say tea tree oil. You can put as well. You can put whatever beautiful essential oil you find connection with, and that is intuitively guiding you to. Um, you can, if you have crystals like me, I have tons of gemstones, crystals, whichever gemstones or crystals you are guided to, put them in the bathtub with you, okay? And it's all permission slips. You don't need anything really. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that if, oh, I don't own any crystals, so it's not gonna work. It is gonna work because the most important one is you, your consciousness, and your divine intention to do it. Okay, because you are the creator. You are the one that creates this. So you are the master magician. You don't need permission slips. But if it helps you enhance it, perfect. So you can lay there, you can put some herbs if you wish. Yes, sometimes I put, let's say, lavender flowers, or sometimes I put nettles. Yeah, yeah, I do put real nettles from my garden. Yes, I do. And just whatever you feel guided to, okay? And then you go through the cleansing ritual, you always have that intention, and you can do affirmation in the water. You may receive important messages in the water because water is a channel. It helps you channel more, so you may receive, ask Mother Water if you would like to, I don't know, solve anything, or if you're thinking of anything, ask her guidance. And then just lay there with empty, yeah, empty your mind. Stop overthinking, stop thinking of what you're gonna do next, or what chores are you gonna do, and what she said or he said or they did, or they forget everything there, yeah. Just empty your mind, empty, and become that alpha being, okay, with the void within yourself. Just be in that space, that 0 point, okay. Take deep breaths, okay, and just relax as much as you can, and be just be present, but not anticipating, oh, what's gonna happen now. No, be present, just present. And then however long you feel that, maybe, and you can talk to Mother Earth, you can talk to the water, you can talk to the soil, you can talk to your own being, you can talk to your higher self, and you can create that beautiful space. And then eventually, when you are draining all the water, say the affirmation: all the energies that are not mine, all the old and negative energies that now I release, are going down the drain, and now I release them. Thank you, Mother Water, for helping me release all that. I am purified, I am cleansed, I am liberated, I am whole, I am new, I am refreshed, I am revived. I am now the new me, purified. Whatever comes to you. So that's what I do often, especially when I have readings, even when I don't feel well psychologically or energetically. So I do that. Hold on. And you will see how it feels liberating. Let me turn on the light. I think it's getting dark. Let me put some water on the... I don't have a water on the sunflower, but I will do it later on. Okay, so guys, I hope it's helpful. And the salt is also detoxifying you. You can put Epsom salt as well. There is a natural magnesium in there, so it's gonna help you as well to release relieve the muscles, and help the circulation and all different things. Hello, Luna, welcome. Hello, lovely to see you here as well. Hello, hello. Ah, kissed by the sun. That's beautiful. Yeah, true divine masculine is definitely romantic. That's why, because this is a whole nother level of love. Divine feminines and divine masculines. You know, when divine feminines and divine masculine embodying the real divine masculine, divine feminine energies, they're truly, the romantic part of them is natural expression. Yeah, so when the union happens between divine masculine and divine feminine, it's whole another level of connection. Yeah, so for those of us that are connected, or that are have signed up and are aware that somewhere out there in the world there is their divine masculine, you may be already aware of him, or divine feminine, you may be already aware of them, but you may have not connected in physical sense yet. It doesn't matter, because you're connected by souls always. You automatically grow even through the fifth D, even if you are miles apart, you have never met physically, you are aware of each other already, immediately you already connect with, or you're already connected through that energetic cord. So you automatically heal each other through that. So divine masculines and divine feminines automatically grow within that connection, even though it's still only in fifth D. Yes, and then naturally activating that authenticity within them, and they're connecting each other, yeah, with their truth of the heart. So divine masculines may start noticing that I suddenly feel more sensitive. I suddenly feel like I want to express my heart more. I suddenly break in all my rules that I've put to myself in this 3D, that I'm gonna date only such, and this conditions, and this condition, and this condition. Suddenly, when divine masculines connect with their divine feminine through the energetic cord, suddenly all these rules are irrelevant, and the divine masculines is thinking, oh my god, I'm allowing my divine feminine something that my rules didn't even want to allow in past. How is that? Did she put a spell on me? No, she didn't. It's just the natural divine connection. That's how it feels, right? And divine, by the way, those that put a spell on somebody, it's so toxic and it's karmic. Divine feminines, neither divine masculines wouldn't do that, because it's below our integrity and values and principles. Why would we divine feminines or divine masculines, why would we put ourselves in such a karmic energy, karma, that would create a lot of ripple effects to next lifetimes? No way. We are clearing all. We are literally walking integrities. Of course, we have to grow into it as divine feminines, divine masculine. So we may experience a deep growth. Yeah. Usually in the divine connections, you may start from certain stage where you may not be so awakened. Usually divine connection trigger awakening within each other as well. That's how we can recognize divine connections, because they trigger awakening within us, as well as deep awareness of something beyond. So especially the logic based people, most of it divine masculines operate on a logic, and more like I want to see evidence, and I have all these rules, and I have all these experiences, and suddenly it starts unfolding absolutely different than any expectations or imaginations could even be, because it's guided by the source, the God, the higher selves of divine masculine, divine feminine. And that's why the divine connections are so important. And I was saying before, because divine connections have a deeper purpose of this life. Okay, not only coming together, but also doing the purpose to the planet earth of whatever their souls came to do together as a team. Yeah, because both of them are adding something, some specialty that they carry, the special signatures of those purposes, and the special codings that together they connect, like this Rubik's cube. They interconnect that. It's like activation. It's like a divine feminine, divine masculine have certain codes within them that activate that with within each other together, and then they just unite and intertwine these codes and activate the higher level of that purpose, and all the universe conspires to make it happen, because that's the ultimate purpose, is to serve the planet, serve the humanity, serve the whatever that is. Yeah, for me it's animals and nature, so I believe that it's going to be the important part of the purpose uh, in the future, let's say, if so whatever that is, a it's the divine activation. That's why it feels, especially for logic based masculines, surreal, and they start questioning, like, oh, she must have put a spell on me because that's surreal, that doesn't sound like me, because my ego has created these rules. My ego self, lower self, has created all these preconceived ideas about how love is supposed to look, how love is supposed to feel, and suddenly I'm placed in front of this divine feminine, and I feel, or vice versa, yeah? And I feel like all my rules have been suddenly broken, and I don't even mind. I'm like, yeah, that's how that is. So it takes time to actually get used to that connection. And even the fact that you feel each other even miles apart, you feel each other through the heart score. So you may feel your divine counterpart when you're lying in your bed, when you are in your own home. Suddenly you feel this beautiful warmth coming over you, and the thoughts are coming, the claircognizance activating all chakras as well. That's the important part of the divine connections as well. They are activating each other's chakras and each other higher senses. Okay, suddenly you, as if you heard your divine feminine or divine masculine speaking to you and sending you this energetic hug, and you suddenly start feeling things like beautiful sensations, and you're like, wow, what is that? And you know immediately that it's coming from your divine feminine or divine masculine. You know it immediately because your claircognizance lets you know. So you need to be, if you've experienced divine connection, you need to be open to anything, because you are not the driver of that steering wheel anymore. It's got the source, the higher selves of the two of you, because you coming into those unions, and it can take time. Okay, the time is not relevant in those connections because it's not karmic. Okay, there's no impatience. Divine feminines, divine masculines have learned these lessons already throughout the day, some throughout the time. Yeah, uh, in a lot of cases the divine connection may take years to evolve. Okay, and it may take years, even sometimes even lifetimes, until divine feminine, divine masculine actually physically unite in the 3D. Okay, so it's a long journey, but it all depends on how aware the two are, and how many tests and soul corrections they chose to help each other with. Because the difference between triggers by karmics versus triggers by uh, feminines, divine connection, divine feminines, divine masculines, is that when you trigger, when your divine feminine or divine masculine triggers something in you, okay, it's for the higher learning or higher growth. It's for the betterment of yourself. It's for bringing you into your authenticity. It's for bringing you into your true values and principles. It's for deepening you from that shallow programming of matrix. Versus if you're triggered by karmics, it usually drains you, it usually devolves you, it brings you down the notch, down the level of what you've already been. So it blocks your growth. It usually doesn't let you expand. But what you learn from it, you're also learning from karmics. What you learn from it is discernment. It's realizing by contrast that this is not what I want to live. I want to connect more to me, and that's how you learn what you are and what you want to be, or what you want to do, where you want to go, or how you want to be, because you experience the contrast that you know that it stifles your soul. versus divine connections, they trigger fears in you and the traumas in you, so that you would heal them, release them, learn from them, take the wisdom. But eventually what comes out of it is the growth. That's the difference. Okay, you growing within into your authenticity, and usually your divine feminines, divine masculines encourage your authenticity, encourage the truth in you, encourage that genuine self. Divine feminines and divine masculines are not going to accept false identities. I see 111, false masks. It's not genuine. Divine feminines and divine masculines will trigger that, because that's not the you, that's not authentic you. And divine feminines, divine masculines, the divine connections, they're meant to bring each other home to our real authentic self. Therefore, to help to strip you of all those false identities, of all those false egos, of all those false matrix programmings, versus the karmics will try to keep you in that false matrix programming, will try to keep you in those masks, will try to keep you because it benefits them some way, shape or form. So that's the difference between that. Okay, we can, and it helps us to learn discernment. Okay, discernment, and never jeopardize our true selves for somebody else. Okay, for somebody else karmic demands or benefits or whatever they have, I don't know. Okay, so we all go through it, and that's why it's really important to be aware and present every time you find yourself in a situation with somebody, because you never know that that person may be teaching you something, or you are meant to teach something to them through your mirroring energies. Hello Lisa, welcome. I'm only reading the chat now. Sorry Lisa, AI bot sometimes hides messages that are not bad, and I cannot really do much about it. I hope it will come out, but I see your message. So what did you write, guys? Oh, thank you, dear Lilith. What made you think of that? My branches made you think of what story? Wait, guys, I hope that. Okay. We're going to visit your channel, Brano. Good to see that you have your own YouTube channel now. I think that's a great idea. You have a lot to say to people. Yeah, like DNA, isn't it? There could be like DNA strips, exactly. And that's perhaps also, I got a channel message the other day that it's a long time already, that our DNA upgrades as well. Not only the young ones that are coming to this planet, but our own DNA is upgrading. Yeah, those so-called junk DNAs that the scientists and doctors don't know what to do with, and they call it dormant. They are not dormant. They were just waiting for the right time for this era to awaken something in us. So it's like a memory suddenly waking up. So each that DNA carries memories of previous civilization, as well as the codes of now coming to us. So all that, yeah, it looks like a DNA strands. This one especially, yeah. Wow, I love these. Like, yes, without a tragic ending, Romeo and Juliet living happily ever after. Okay, I'm the only one. Okay. Uh, Happy Friday to you, dear Lisa. You feel your DM's emotions as well, Luna? Yeah, me too, me too. Um, exactly. That's why I said in previous lifetime. Oh my God, maybe even in previous lifetime. That's why I said previous live stream that divine connection should not care about age gaps, distance, and logistics and all that, because it's not here to block us. It's here to help us outgrown it, to help us shift above it, to teach us that those things are not relevant. They're just part of the game, but it's not the core of the connection. We have to choose love, we have to choose heart, we have to choose to we have to first intentionally choose. I choose this love, I choose this connection, and then universe, and you have to truly feel it within you without a doubt that this is the one. And then universe says, okay, you passed the test, now we're gonna make it happen easily. Suddenly the distance is not relevant because you just happen to connect, and the distance is sorted out by universe somehow. Yeah, opportunities or whatever. It's just the divine tests for us. Yeah, we are talking about twin flames, divine connections, Lisa. Definitely. Divine soulmates. The label is not as important. It's all divine connections. The connections that are on a high level of a contract signed up, and you feel it beyond logic, beyond understanding. It's here to break all the earthly rules of Matrix, literally. Okay, enjoy your work, Brano. Well, thank you for coming. Yeah, everything is about divine timing. Okay, I came to the end of the chat, so perfect. Okay, everybody. So, as always, it's time now for you. So, whoever would like to have a reading, now it's time for you to have a reading, and I can connect with you through. So, Lilith. Okay, you raising your hand? Yes. Brano. Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. General guidance. Twin flame relationships completely out of this world. Out of this world, for sure, for sure. And those of us that are connected with our divine counterparts in 5D or even in 3D for some, mm, that is, it's beyond this world. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's meant to dismantle all those limited perceptions about love. It's meant to dismantle all those rules that our egos create out of fear, especially. out of pride, out of ego-based energies. Okay, let's see who we're going to read first. Divine Spirit, God's Spirit. Who's ready for your message? Okay, Brano, Rainbow. Brano, Rainbow, you're first. So you want general guidance. Okay, let's go for it. Thank you, Divine Angels. I can just do guys. Okay, just thank you so much. Take a deep breath, Brano. Archangel Metadron is here for you, Brano. Yeah, you are divinely protected, Brano. I feel Archangel Metadron is for a reason. It says you don't have to worry, you are divinely protected. This period of time may be challenging for you by acknowledging the polarity in physical sense and not allowing your ego to react to it, I hear. You have been put in front of certain tests, not to bring you down, but to strengthen your trust in your abilities, to strengthen your trust with your connection with your higher self, to connect more to your divine masculine, to be able to anchor it within you, to be able to get rid of the old patterns and to embrace and embody your divine masculine energy deeper. You are divinely protected, therefore your fears about the other side of this polarity, let it go, I hear. Let it go, and that it will create space for you to connect more to your powers, to open that space for your powers to be clearer, to be more genuine. You don't have to perform, just be. You are naturally intuitive. Let it flow naturally. Don't force that energy because you wish to become. You already are embodiment of that you wish to become. But you are blocking the full flow because you try to monitor and control the narrative, to control the flow. Let go of that grip, I hear, and become that naturally. Take time to reflect. Perfect. Take time to reflect. There's still, I feel, thank you, Divine. there's still a residue on this energy, heart healing. There's still residue, some from past, and I feel it goes all the way down to childhood, okay? Where you still carry it within you. There's something that has blocked your heart from feeling fully. It feels that your heart sometimes is put in that role of performance rather than truly feeling the environment around you. You're healing, you're going through the healing of that pattern within you that doesn't allow you to open up deeply to others, even to your loved ones. And that is stemming from fears that something bad will happen if I open up to them, if I open up to this situation or to this person. Let go of that and remember that you are divinely protected. We have your back. You don't have to try hard to protect your heart. You just flow in that current and allow it to be felt fully. Each time you start feeling your ego taking control, step back and take time to reflect. Why am I allowing my ego to take control? What is in there that tries to hide? Why am I not allowing myself to fully open, to fully embrace that connection, that situation? Why am I not allowing myself to fully express, I hear, what I feel? What is holding me back? What is that root that doesn't allow me to fully be in my feelings? Why do I have a always need to perform my life instead of feeling my life in full authenticity? Why am I not fully present in my connection with others and holding my heart hostage, I hear, not allowing it to feel, or monitoring and controlling the amount of feelings that I express, that I give and I receive? What is in me still crying for being recognized, I hear? What is still in me not healed, where I hold the grudge of not being recognized in childhood, detached from that emotion? Because that is holding you back from truly expressing what you wish to express, for truly feeling, and therefore from connecting truly to your authentic self. Everything is connection. Everything is intertwined. And your purpose is also connected to how you present yourself. More authentic you allow yourself to be in your life, more authentic you will become in your powers, in your teachings, Release all those grudges of those ex energies. And we did cutting cords this time, and look at that. Release all those that have created those red flags in you, that you so deeply holding on to, and bringing it into your present moment and future. Leave those red flags behind with those excess energies. Cut cords and trust that you are now fully protected, and allow yourself to open to those new chapters of your life that are aligned with who you are now, with your version that you are now. You don't need those old baggages anymore. You don't need to hold those flags erected any longer. Take the wisdom from what you've learned from past. Embrace that inner child within you that was hurt or not appreciated. And you become the one that tells that child you are worthy, you are appreciated. And therefore you don't need to hold that guard anymore. Allow your guardian angels to take care of it, and just flow through life with open heart. And everywhere you come, with everyone you meet, be there fully present, not performing, but being in your full authentic energy. And see what happens, I hear. That's what I have for you, dear Brano. I hope it made sense. It comes in pieces, I hear. All comes in pieces. It all comes as a new pieces of puzzle discovered. It's like treasure hunting, I hear. Does it make sense, Brano? You're on the right path. That's no question about it. And you are just opening to your true potentials. That's beautiful. Okay, where is my tea? Hold on, I need to bring myself tea. It's been already ready. Okay, so I forgot to put it in. Okay, thank you, Brano. I hope you're there. You understand. So, okay, did it resonate with you, Brano? Or would you have any other question, that sub question, to anything to clarify? I just feel guided to pull a few more cards through this tarot deck. And what came first was King of Swords, High Priestess, Four of Swords, the Sun, and Four of Wands. Yeah, what I feel with this, okay, I feel that this High Priestess represent your divine feminine within you, your higher self, connecting to your intuition, connecting to your higher senses, and to balance the logical mind with your which is the masculine, the yang in you, with the yin in you. And we've got Five of Pentacles as well. I feel that also what the universe, I don't know, I'm guided just to continue, Brano. Yeah, this is the stuff for you. Okay, I feel with this Five of Pentacles. Okay, is there any kind of mindset of lack that you keep holding on to, whether it is lack of abundance, or energy of lack that you carrying with you that is blocking you from fully embodying your potential? I feel that there could be a lack mindset within you still carrying. I feel from upbringing, whether it was lack about finances, not having enough, maybe carrying that energy, or lack of reciprocity by others that made you create certain energy that you don't trust, right? You don't have a you have a tendency not to express yourself fully because you haven't received the reciprocity from your peers, for instance, or from in childhood you haven't been given what you expected in terms of love. Something like that is holding you from becoming fully embodied in your divine feminine energy. Okay, does make sense? I feel that energy of lack still lingering. Okay, so the guides are guiding you to heal that, to release that. You are abundant. You are abundant by design. We all are abundant by design. We are just blocking our abundance by vibrating with lack, energy of lack. Okay, that either we are not worthy enough to have abundance, or we never, let's say, imagine that we could be that lucky to create abundance, like let's say somebody else has, or we are not abundant in other sectors. It doesn't have to be financial. Yeah, it could be a different aspect of, but I feel that that's the only part of you that could be also abandonment issues, whether you had some abandonment happening in your childhood, that somebody abandoned you and you're still carrying that energy into the present moment. Your spirit guides are guiding you to work on that. Yeah, whatever came out, especially in this eclipse, whatever past trauma came out, especially in this eclipse, Brano, it is guided to be worked, to do inner work with this, to find the root of it and to release it. Okay, to heal that and release it by accepting that it happened in past, but it's not part of your present moment now. Okay, and once you heal from it and release that, and once you truly work on that lack mindset in that particular thing or things, maybe could be more, then you receive abundance and happiness and joy where you intend to. Okay, So spirit guides are reminding us that the only blockage that there are in our journey is our mindsets, our limitations that our mindsets created. That has to be released. Especially now is the best possible opportunity of eclipse season to help it to go off, okay, and to ask the eclipse, the moon and the sun and the stars to help you release that, your angels, your higher self, okay, even you as a commander of your own destiny, release that lack mindset. And we all have some kind of lack mindsets, yeah. I grew up in an environment with lack mindset as well, okay, so could be anything for anyone. So I hope that helps. I was guided to pull out few cards from the tarot deck to clarify what was the actual situation that was blocking you. Does make sense? Okay, we wish you all the best, dear Brano. You are supported by us and by your angelic realm and spirit guides, so they have your back. Thank you so much, Zebrano. Let me finish the tea. I had to come back. I was guided to your tarot deck. You logging off, Luna? Okay. We're wishing you great evening as well, and happy to see you, and hopefully next time we're going to do reading for you. Okay, take care. Thank you so much for being here with us. So, okay, Lilith, we can do your reading now. Are you here, Lilith? You're here. So, what is your question, Lilith? Let me put some lip gloss right here. Okay. Okay, dear Lilith. Archangel Raphael and Raziel is here today with you. Thank you, Divine Archangel Raphael and Raziel. Is there any divine message that you'd like to say to Lilith? There's a divine message from Archangel Raziel and Raphael. Hold on to your groundedness, I hear. Don't allow any energies to break out what you've already grounded within you. That truth that you finally realized about yourself and what you no longer accept. The truth about love that you carry for someone, and grounded within you. There may always be people around that will try to intervene and trigger, but you already know who you are. You already know where you're going. Therefore, don't be afraid to ground it and stand by it. You don't have to agree with those that present the contrast. You are strong enough to defend yours. What is yours? To defend your truth, to defend your emotions, to defend your love, to defend yourself. Because you are the one that continues on your journey, not them. Walk your journey with head up. Go where you are guided to. Love the one that you guided to love, that makes you feel like home. Because that's the new you, the version that you've grown into in your authenticity. And that love that you carry for someone, that special one, that love is the lighthouse that opens the branching journeys to success, happiness, and peace, to help you connect deeper with your core beliefs, I hear, and your core of your soul. Distractions are but mere projections of those that don't understand where you're going to. They don't understand that level that you've grown into. They didn't walk in your shoes. Therefore, they have no access to you in that level. You don't have to worry. We are there for you in every step you take from now on. You are protected and you are guided. You are walking your own path towards your success. And sometimes it means you must leave behind people, places, and things that no longer serve the purpose you're about to create and go for. The purpose that you came here to serve. With those that are your new home. Version of you reflected in them. Trust your inner guidance. Trust the dreams you have. They are messages. They are signs that we sent you to help you navigate that journey. We are always here for you and with you, as we are with everyone. Don't be afraid to ask. We are here to help, to guide you. When you feel lost, when you feel confused, when you feel unsure, when you feel scared, when you feel doubtful, when you feel alone, we are here for you. You are part of us. You are embodying the God, the source. Don't make yourself smaller for others to be able to perceive with limited minds the amount of you. You are more than that. You outgrown those boxes. You outgrown those perceptions. You outgrown those ideas of you they have. Therefore, don't turn back. Move forward. Follow the sun that is in your heart. The truth already shows you the journey. Follow the compass, the heart, and your intuition. You may receive a letter, or you may have received a letter, very important, emotional, deep, from someone that is part of your future. Don't dismiss it. It's part of your heart's activation. Trust what's unfolding. And release the mindset of doubts, questions. But embrace what's coming. Thank you, Divine Angels. I can just breathe. You've got crown chakra and sacral chakra, Lilith. I feel that these two chakras especially are now that what activates and what's the guiding, I hear guiding force. Sacral chakra is the creativity, the also desires, connecting you to your creativity, your desires, your sexuality, your sensuality, coming together with yourself, your body, your creation. And the crown chakra, connecting to the source directly, rather than I hear seeking validations externally. Connect through direct channel. You are strong and powerful. You may feel messages. Hold on, my cat is trying to get in. You may feel messages coming through dreams, through epiphanies, through realizations, sudden realizations of things that felt unclear, that your crown chakra activation. Not bad. And my rebellious virtual cat Pauline came to your reading. So I take it as a confirmation. So what I feel with this, she's sniffing Palo Santo. It could mean that you could perhaps get yourself Palo Santo and do cleansing rituals as well to help enhance that power in coming through the source, the connection with the source, with your clear cognizance, yeah, clear knowing. You may know things before they, let's say, happen, or you may know things that you just don't need validation, you don't need evidence, you just know that that's the way it is. You're receiving direct knowledge. You activating that knowledge within your DNA, within your direct memory, DNA memory, yeah? Yeah. You see, it is connected, the Empress connected to your sacral chakra. You are activating your creativity through your sacral chakra, through connecting with your I hear even sexuality, sensuality, okay? You see, you're opening yourself. What I feel with this, yeah, it was like that actually. What I feel with this release, okay, release all those doubts, all that is holding you from fully embracing your powers. You see how he's stripping himself from all these density, that negative density energy, the traumas, the fears, the doubts, the second guessing, all those energies that were blocking you from growing and connecting through the source, to opening your higher senses. I feel even intuition, clearing the pathway through this crown chakra, okay? It feels very, you see, you are activating your crown chakra. Your more you release from those painful past energies that are blocking you from, I hear, believing in yourself, believing in your power, believe in your inner magician. or a high priestess, believing in the creativity and the creations that you are connected to create a nurturing environment for your own soul, to allow yourself to be loved, to allow yourself to accept and embrace your inner sacred chakra and sensuality. I feel that you are coming into activation of your sacral chakra, whether there were blockages from past regarding to sexual energy, whether that sexual energy has been blocked in a way because of some trauma there, or shame, or traumatic events. It's coming into healing stage, is resurfacing for you to heal that I hear inner lotus energy, opening that flow of energy, releasing that traumatic energy from past, whether it is actual sexuality trauma or creativity trauma, whether somebody didn't believe in your creativity or discouraged you from creativity, or it could be I feel it's more connected to your creativity actually, but it also could be I feel connected to your sensuality, your sacred chakra blockage from past events that may have blocked the ability to receive that creative and sexual energy. You know, I'm to say the society, patriarchal, toxic patriarchal society, has objectified feminine as feminines so deeply on purpose, because we as a feminines, we are very powerful activators of that highest vibration that automatically connects us to the divine creativity and automatically activates that divine creativity. And they created a false the matrix patriarchal society created a false narrative about sexual energy by creating the dark objectification of women through PORN, right? I don't want to say that word, PORN, or sexualizing or objectifying females in a entertainment industry, and creating that collective blockage in feminine energy to disconnect from their sacred chakras, as well as objectifying women, abusing women, and also, as we know, predators taking advantage of feminines. It all created this incredible dark blockage cloud in feminine collective on purpose, because they are the carriers, I hear, of that divine creation and illumination of being. Ascension all comes from that creative and sensual sexual energy, which is sacred, and they stained on purpose that sacredness of that energy and turn it into something dirty in PORNs, where they dominated feminines as if they were some slaves, and that created that shame in collective feminine energies I hear that created that shame and that blockage in feminine, and it was all because they were aware of the feminine power of creative activation, which would eventually allow humanity to ascend to their fullest potential, and it all goes back to the control, greed, and power. That's why the toxic patriarchal masculine society have shamed feminines for centuries and created this false narrative, right? Where feminine sexuality was violated and portrayed as something unsacred, something dirty, where men took advantage of that sacredness and turned it into dirty business and dominating feminines from devil energy in PORNs, and that objectification that we see in the patriarchal society towards women, belittling, diminishing feminine, dominating, abusing, creating shame in feminines by taking the sacredness away by force, by domination of men, and abusing the man masculine power, violating the feminine's sacredness and sacred space that created collective blockage of sacred chakra. Now we feminines are coming to the light, taking our power back, taking our sovereignty back, taking our sacred sexual energy back, and becoming again the empresses in charge of our sensuality and sexual power, and alchemizing it again back to the sacredness as it was. So for some reason, Lilith, it's something that was meant to be reminded. King of Pentacles, divine masculine energy, and the devil, dismantling that ego, that toxic sexuality, that divine masculine perceived in feminine energies, taking that toxic energy of sexual power and turning it into that sacred honoring of true sexual energy that stems from sacred seed and creativity. And we, the divine feminines, are here to teach the masculines what the true energy of sexuality and sensuality is. It's something to honor in highest regard, something sacred like a prayer with honor, and not allowing masculines anymore to turn our sacred sexual energy into something dirty, something toxic, something diminishing our value, something that will look down at the woman sexual energy, because we feminines, we are the goddesses, we are goddess energy. And this, what the patriarchal society made out of us, and with our sacred temples, threw it on the market like piece of meat, objectifying that sacred energy as it was some kind of piece of dirt. This is gone. We are rising as goddesses. We are rising and we are facing this toxic energy narrative, and we are teaching masculines what true sacred goddess sexual energy is. We're not allowing disrespect of our sacred temples anymore, in collective sense as well as in personal sense. 2-12-12. So this is the old matrix breaking away, crumbling, and we are taking our sacred power back, our sensuality back, not allowing anything less but honor. We are bringing back the divine knowledge of sexual energy and sensuality that creates life in this, on this planet. It creates new life, and it's meant to be honored that way. That's why many divine feminines are celibate now, because we are clearing, I hear, we are clearing that path of collective sacredness of that sexual energy of all beings, not only feminines but all beings, because that is creates life. And you see this, it looks like a beam of light, source light coming down, activating that within. No more shame, no more shaming of feminines, no more disvaluing of that sacredness in feminines. We are taking our power back, power of our goddess, and those masculines, they will hold on to the old toxic devil darkness narratives and perceptions of feminine energy. Those masculines that hold on to this toxic perception of feminine sexuality and sensuality will be dismantled, will be disregarded, will not be allowed near the divine feminines, will no longer be allowed to connect through that old narrative. But they have to level up, they have to honor that sacredness in the goddess that she is. Honor that part of her that creates life on this earth. We are taking our power of goddess back And this is the main message for us feminines. And it brings emotions to me because it is truly the deep, deep collective breakthrough that we, the divine feminines, came here to balance. I hear what the toxic masculine patriarchal society has distorted in collective energy. You're very welcome, dear Lilith. It became collective as well, and I'm grateful to Archangel Raphael and Raziel to bring it up, because we as the divine feminines, we are the ones that had brought the clarity and restored our true goddess sacredness by not allowing the toxic masculines to shame us anymore, to shame our sacredness that we carry within our wombs. Wow, that was something. Masculines are here to learn a lot, especially in those kinds, because masculines, they operate from lower chakras, right? The root chakra, the sacred chakra, the sexual energy. But the patriarchal, toxic patriarchal society deliberately stained and violated that sacredness to control and to take power over humanity. Therefore, they chose this sexual energy as a weapon and violated the true sacredness of that energy and turn it into something dirty and unhonorable, opposite of honorable, by creating toxic ways of exchanging these energies, like PORN and alikes, and therefore created generations of distorted masculines and their connections with sexuality and feminine energies. They no longer honored that sacredness, but they saw it like something easily attainable. They saw it like something dirty and something they can abuse, something they can take violently, something they can control and dominate, something they can humiliate in feminines, something that they can shame in feminines, something that they can take control over, like these devil horns. No more. Divine Feminine is taking the power of her sacred energy back. We are the goddess energy embodiment in the 3D. And we are taking the power of our sacred divine energy back. We are taking control of that sacred temple by not allowing the toxic masculines cross the line anymore. And what was always sacred, like a prayer, the sexual energy of divine feminine, that was taken advantage of through patriarchal toxic society, that was violated, is now restored through our feminine power. That's the main message. Because that is what creates life. And it should be honored, just like a divine prayer, just like a source, the God itself. And it should be brought back to that sacred stand that not every person will have access to. Only those that are worthy of it. Only those that will show honor of that sacredness. Thank you so much, dear Lilith. Yes. Teamwork, divine teamwork. That's what divine feminine, divine masculine will activate. And that's why I need to say that. Divine connection, that's why divine masculines and divine feminines are met with so many karmic energies trying to sabotage these divine connections to come together in the culmination. Because as I said before, when divine feminine in her full embodiment of divine feminine and the divine masculine in his full embodiment divine masculine will come together in 3D physical union and activate that mutual sexual energy, they activate the divine ripple effect to entire planet and humanity, and restore that sacredness. Therefore, they dismantle the old, false, toxic, patriarchal society narrative, and they restore the sacred light of that energy that was originally created for, with that divine connection in physical, that sexual energy connected between divine feminine and divine masculine. It activates that healing energy of that toxic. I wish you would see what I see. I cannot say in the words. I see that in a bigger scale, okay? Imagine this being light. What I see that happens between divine unions, only divine unions, right? Not karmic unions. I see activation of that sacred energy, memory, okay, of this divine creation, because the sexual, the culmination of the sexual connection between divine feminine and divine masculine is the highest vibrational energy that creates this incredible ripple grid effect, yeah, that ripple effect of a grid lights connecting all over the cosmos and the planets, and activates that divine sacred feminine energy, not only within the divine feminines and other feminines, but also the divine yin sacred energy in masculines, and it automatically heals that toxic false narrative that feminines and masculines existed in within this toxic patriarchal society that shamed sexuality in feminines and created this toxic masculine that looked down at that sexual energy and abused that sexual energy for mere superficial toxic pleasures, and therefore became addicted to that energy from the wrong reasons, from the wrong place of shallow place, the blocked place, using that sexual energy to satisfy ego rather than activate the soul. Now this is the false manipulation of masculines for centuries to block that sacredness of sexual energy, because that creates the mass awakening with connection with divine consciousness of all that is. That's why they took that sexual energy and created those false narratives, created those PORNs narratives that spread like a virus in every being, and distorted the perceptions of that sexual energy in masculines and feminines, created shame in feminine bodies, created shame and blocked sacred chakras in feminines, and created this toxic energy in masculines towards the feminines that was distortion and blockage, and created chaos and distortion in the collective. Now we, the divine feminines that awakened into our divine feminines, living in celibacy, we are clearing through that, and divine masculines living in celibacy as well. Divine feminine, divine masculine that have chosen to now remain in celibacy, we are the part of clearing that energy, that toxic narratives and that toxic energy created that seed of all evil. We are clearing it out and clearing the mindsets of masculines, disconnecting from that old toxic patriarchal society manipulation. Therefore, many masculines may find themselves disconnected from that PORN energies, no longer entertaining it, no longer addicted to this, no longer addicted to quick fix in karmic feminines, but preserving that sensual and sexual energy within them, honoring that energy in higher level, and wishing or preparing their sacred sexual energy for only their divine feminine connections. and it all comes naturally from both sides, because that's how the collective energy works and travels. It travels through our inner being, healing through and activating that divine sacredness that has been silenced, that has been blocked, that has been stifled by the toxic energy of patriarchal society and this false matrix, darkness around the sexual, divine, sexual, sacred energy. It was never meant to be just a play, and so violated, so humiliated. There was always sacred, divine energy that was meant to be honored, just like people honor Bible or people honor the prayer. That's how that divine sexual energy was meant to be honored, looked up to as something sacred, because it not only creates new life, it's the channel of new souls coming through that energy, but it also activates the divine ascension and creation of humanity, connecting all of us with the source itself. That's why it was violated by the toxic patriarchal matrix. And now we are coming into that stage where we, the divine feminines and divine masculine, taking over and clearing that out. That's why it's not so easy to come together, and we need to choose the heart. We need to choose to dismantle all these karmic paths that we've been stuck in, because we are the power. That's why it's so targeted by the negative energies. It's so targeted by the karmics. It's so targeted by the shadow, because they know how powerful we are when we connect, and how it absolutely destroys the polarity, the negative shadow darkness will no longer have space to exist, because when divine connections connect, it creates divine tunnels direct to the source. And more we connect, more light emerges from that. Therefore, they have no power anymore. That's why it's so targeted. That's why the PORN industry, this multi-billion dollars business, supported by our elites. That's why child trafficking. That's why the feminine trafficking. That's why the prostitutions and all that exists, because they needed the toxic patriarchal society and the dark shadow matrix needed to take power of the most sacred. That's why they turned it into something dirty. They violated its value, its essence, and they twisted the mindsets of masculines and created shame in feminines and some masculines, and used it as a weapon of control. Thank you, Divine Archangel Raphael and Raziel especially. This is Archangel Raziel speaking the mysteries of existence that needs to be set right now, right here. I feel incredible power of energy flowing through me. I feel the Archangel Raziel powerful energy. This had to be spoken. I feel very emotional, and that energy is the emotions of this collective injustice, humiliation of feminine sacredness, and distorting the masculines and feminines through inner knowing. We are clearing it out. This is the foundation that needs to be cleared so that we can build on the sacred light that was meant to. Like in the past civilizations of Lemuria, it was known before the darkness took over and patriarchal toxicity took over. Men and feminine, men and women. The toxic masculine energy took over, and toxic feminine energies. Now we are clearing all that out. That's why us, the souls of the divine, came down at this era to change it, to clear this, to raise the vibration and bring back the truth from the distortion of it in every aspect of existence. Every collective chakra that is also anchored and connected to planet Earth chakras. Every collective chakra is being purified into its origin of energy, and therefore we must start with the foundation, the root chakra, the survival into safety, the sacral chakra, the shame into sacredness, solar plexus chakra, the fear into the willpower, the heart chakra, the disconnection into unity and connection, throat chakra, inability to express into full expression, third eye chakra, blocking our inner eye into seeing through it for what is true, and crown chakra, from disconnection to connecting to the source and be one with source, and all the higher chakras, our divine star above the crown chakra, that is our divine light embodiment of source. We are coming to alignment as a collective through coming back to divine feminine energies within us. No matter the gender, we must embody our divine feminine energies that are the creation, the intuition, the connection with the source. We are connection with emotions, with the heart, recognizing that the heart is the compass, that the heart is all that guides us to our and connects us to our truth and our purpose. Through the heart, we activate all others. And two, through the heart, we connect directly to God, the source within us. We embody the God, the source within us. And there, from that place, we can create new earth, built on love, harmony, peace, freedom, truth, justice, abundance, happiness, and all that is unity of all of us. Thank you, Archangel Raziel, for these incredible messages. Archangel Raziel is with us deeply today. It reveals the mysteries that we are now ready to listen, to embody in everything that we do and that we are, to embody that truth within us. Because we are sacred beings. We must embody that. Wow, that was deep. Don't worry, baby. Have you felt it? Look. I just heard somebody growling. Hold on. 244, everyone. Oh, Mishka, what happened? Who's chasing you? You've got another cat. Mrs. Miss Healer Mindush came. Mindush, but happy. So everyone, I hope you felt it just as much as I did. Yeah, brainwashing, that's a great word for it. The toxic patriarchal society brainwashed our masculines and shamed our feminines. Now we are turning the tables. We are turning the tables. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Because it became collective stigma for centuries. And many broken connections stemmed from that. The brainwashed perception of divine sexuality and sensuality of feminine's power. And divine feminine's in masculine's power. to shame and violate that divine sexual energy and turn it into something that it was never meant to be. Brainwashed masculines to look down at it like it was some cheap thing to buy for one euro. No way. No way, Jose. That's how they say it sometimes in Ireland. No way, Jose. It's a saying. Okay, everybody, hold on. I want to read the chat. What was your feedbacks? Oh my God, I've missed so much. Okay, guys, give me a sec. I need to read that. Right on money, yeah, Lilith. Right on money. And also, I've got a channel message as well now that also those energies may manifest for some in actual physical disease, okay? And that is part of the lesson, especially physical disease in those areas. So for those of you that experience it, you know, or I don't know, some may, it's part of the lesson, because that connected manifestation, and mostly it does actually manifest in those I would say karmic connections. You know, when you experience karmic connection, that will be manifestations of it. That will be the direct manifestation of it, and it's just I hear to have the discernment to find the difference between the distorted idea of that the embodying that energy, sexual energy, versus the true purified sacredness. So for those that it resonates, yeah, Pauline is great. And now we have Mindush. Let me show you, but I have a mess in my room, so I'm gonna have to be careful. This is our divine queen, the healer. Mindush. Hey. We need, she just came in. So 2 cats. Our divine queen Mindush, the healer. And the funny, nothing is coincidence, that the divine queen Mindush, the healer, came when we spoke about the collective divine healing of this is happening, right? No? And rebellious Pauline, yeah? She's the, what was that? Joanna from Arc? Yeah, Joanne of Arc. Yeah, Pauline, is it? She's that Joan of Arc. We, the feminines, are taking up power. She represents that strong sovereignty of divine feminine taking the power. You know? Okay, I'm gonna fly through it, and then after I publish it, and 24 hours later I will read through the chat more, but I don't want to miss something that is current, so that in case you asking me something that you want me to answer. Hello, Cancer 123. No, Cancer. I don't know. Um, I am something else. Yeah, really. Yeah, I'm just a channel. It was all Archangel Raziel and Archangel Raphael supporting it as well. I could feel him. Oh my God, he was all through me. Archangel Raziel was literally speaking through me. I could feel his energy all around me. It was beautiful. Last year he never really came. This year he came already a few times. So it is truly important period, because Archangel Raziel is something else. He's a keeper of those secrets that will come out with the right timing. And now is the time. I'm telling you guys, we are turning this matrix upside down. We are finally dismantling this darkness. We are coming to unity from polarity. I'm looking forward to it. And our galactic brothers and sisters are helping us by sending the high vibrational light, like Pleiadians, Arcturians are working. Pleiadians, Arcturians, Andromedans, Syrians, and these are the most prominent beings. Also, the mantis beings are overlooking it. They are very high vibration actually. And yeah, but the Pleiadians, because they are future human beings that took a part of the right soul path. Okay, so they are our future selves really. That's why they're coming to help us not to end up the same like Grace did end up, which are the future humans that went the wrong path of the transhumanization through technology and destruction of all natural. Bear with me guys, be patient until I read the chat, because I really am thorough. I really like to be considerate to everyone. Probably you just came in, what the heck? You just wanted to come here to say hello because you wanted to confirm that, isn't it? You wanted to confirm the divine message. They always come when and my angels or spirit guides are around, and I communicate. These two cats, or yeah, usually these two girls always come. Mindosh, she always comes, but they don't like each other. So I believe that Pauline, I call her sometimes in Czech name, but I don't want to really call her Czech, because I don't want people to really, the strangers really out of safety. So Pauline, Mindosh doesn't like Pauline much. They have a thing going on there between each other, so I think Pauline could feel Mindush staring at her, because Mindush took over this room, and since my beautiful baby neck died, Mindush took over and she stays here with me all the time. So Pauline is only allowed here for a few seconds, and then Mindush takes over and lets her know that she's not welcome anymore. I'm just the observer usually. Thankfully, it was just in communication, but the idea that something to be joked about just goes beyond me. I have no words really. Okay, clear your picked up on it. All the guides relate. Fascinating, yeah, Lilith. Wow. I'm grateful that it came out. It has to come out. And I'm going to post it on Twitter as well because I think that it's very important for all to know. Even though we all eventually get the truth from within. Even the most rigid masculines that were very much brainwashed by that PORN society will eventually come into it. Yes, Brano. Yep, yep. Women's sister. Mm-hmm. Hello, Homelander. Yeah, I know. By 2032, we will be in a whole another timeline. I've been shown it. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Brano. Yes, matriarchy will truly save this world. You are right, Homelander. It was always supposed to be. Lemuria also was built on it. But not because the ego would say, ah, we women. No, it's because the woman embodies the intuition, the emotions, you know, the creativity, the heart, and the actual true connection to the source. That's why it naturally needs to rule. But it's not who's bigger or better, it's ego. And that's what toxic masculine wanted to distort, because the ego started to emerge and the jealousy and the envy. But it's all coming down and we are all coming into unions, our inner divine masculines and feminines, as well as reflecting externally. The divine unions of divine feminines and divine masculines are coming together. Karmics no longer have power over us. We just have to stop believing that they have a power over us. We need to stop believing. Hello, Fakra. Thank you so much, Lilith. I really felt that beautiful energy as well. Yeah, I just got a little emotional there, of course, because these energies, when angels enter or say such a deep messages through me, it always makes me feel emotional because that vibration is very high and it starts like you know, it starts showing in all sorts of emotions. Usually for me it's like I start crying, like it's very emotional. I'm okay otherwise anyways. Thank you so much. Okay. Mindush, they saying hello. She's like, oh yeah, hello, but let me sleep, I had a hard day. Yeah, John of Arc. Yeah, that's it. That's Pauli. Yes, exactly. Matri without X. Okay, I'm coming to the end of the chat, so I've seen everything. Hopefully, hello, Bay. Yeah, you can have a reading. It's okay. Yeah, you did realize this. Yeah, Homelander, very good. Yes. Yes, you're right. Individuality consciousness. But also we must remember that we are embodiments. We are external embodiments of inner yin and yang. So we also need to create the divine unity between feminine and masculine energies. And that disconnection between masculines and feminines is also gonna be healed. Yeah? So there will no longer be any energy of violence, yeah, abusing the masculine force to humiliate or abuse feminines, to humiliate each other, to put each other down, to beat up people, each other, to it's all going to dissolve eventually, because the masculines will start feeling that energy of honor towards feminines and start finally again seeing them as goddesses as they are, as the feminines will respect and a honor their masculines. There's not going to be any hierarchy anymore. Me, man, I'm the most important and you gonna just serve me. This is all gonna go. There will be mutual honoring and respect to each other. No, nobody will be big, upper or lower. It's gonna be balanced. It's gonna be teamwork between feminine and masculine. No more like, oh, I'm stronger here, I'm gonna rule entire family and you're gonna obey me. No more like that. No more, baby. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. And those that will be rigidly standing by their ego will be tested. Okay? Their dominations will be tested. And they will learn. Or they will go off the planet, or they will stay in the polarity and will be getting more tests. So it's gonna come to the actual balance, okay? And especially when an open contact comes, and for those skeptics that still believe, I don't believe my collective has anything like that, but those skeptics, unconscious skeptics that still believe that there is nobody else around but human, will be shown, because open contact and there are divine are galactic brothers and sisters that has always been present for always eons of years, will eventually let themselves be known in public. The most benevolent beings that had been guiding and helping to raise this vibration, helping the humanity to ascend, all that is going to be eventually visible in those times. And next 5 to 10 years there will be big changes, and then from now on for next 40-50 years there will be great big changes. But the open contact and the first realization of that truth, that the humans never been the only ones on this planet, will be in next few years already. For 2027 to 2032 to 34, there will be a big masses of changes in collective consciousness, as well as a lot more galactic beings appearing. More the people start being conscious and open that within themselves. Okay, so that's why we are coming into this We are now in this era of going within. We are now in the era where we are coming into our inner being more. So we preparing for the clearing. We're clearing out all these brainwashed narratives of the false matrix, and we are enlightening from within and experiencing our individuals encounters with our galactic friends, as well as angelic friends, angelic guides. The masters, teachers appear to some. Whoever you have DNA lineage connections to your ancestors, yeah, whoever from those master teachers or are the most relevant to the your lineage or your oversoul, really will be more appearing to you, to all of us. We will be connecting more. It will be first, it will be in a more 5D consciousness, because for instance, the higher vibrational beings of extraterrestrial beings, they are not yet capable to actually fully land. So it all comes through the senses that we activate and we develop. Okay, so it could be in a form of lucid dreams, deep meditations, encounters. It may feel like a real, yeah, it is gonna be real, but they're not gonna be flesh and meat standing in front of you, but almost like I don't know how to compare it to, let's say, a hologram, whatever, but encounter for real encounter, but they're still sending the part of themselves because they cannot fully land. Yeah, it's still quite dense for them, or it's not even safe for them yet, because a lot of humanity is still unconscious, still planted in that division mindset. Yeah, I'm gonna kill or destroy or capture to test mentality, you know. So they are protecting themselves, but they will start, the first open contacts will come in different forms, and eventually it will more, the humanity will raise an ascent in consciousness and create a collective safe grid of energy for the extraterrestrial beings of Galactic Alliance to actually land. It will come to it, but it depends on the collective free will of humanity consciousness to allow it. So, and again we received the Empress. So it's all in the hands of humanity to allow the divine feminine take the power again. And I'm talking also within and without. So within, so without. So we need to align both yin and yang within ourselves so that it can reflect and manifest externally in a collective consciousness. And then we rule through our inner divine feminines and create the harmony and peace. Therefore we raise the vibration so that not only our galactic family, extended families, friends, the extraterrestrial beings will be again able to be among us just as they always been, yeah, in previous civilizations, but also to create the harmony on earth, the Lemuria upgrade of Lemuria, but this time with unity energies, so that we all can live here in harmony and peace and prepare this planet Earth for new generations of animals, humans, extraterrestrial beings, nature, all restored, and become the sixth galactic race as well, if the free will of humanity chooses so. So that we can go and travel to other 3D civilizations and help them to ascend, to help them to liberate from polarity and darkness. That's how the source itself expands and knows itself. The source itself, the God, the ultimate source itself, chose the fragmentation so that it could expand. And now the energy of source knows what it feels like to experience the contrast of love. And therefore we are all coming to union again as a part of the cells of the source, through the energy of the yin. And unity with yang. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm grateful and I love it, and I'm so happy that it's happening. I know it's been hard. I know we sometimes feel we want to give up. I've been there, done that, still swimming sometimes in it, but we know now. We know that this is inevitable. Therefore, let us all encourage each other always, each time. 3, 13, 13, which is 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, and I feel guided. It's also another code, as we have 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. So look how we progressed, yeah? We were 2 days ago channeling 15151 code, okay? Now we have 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Trinity. We are embodying the divine masculine, divine feminine, and inner child in union that brings us to one again. We are one, divinely guided, divinely supported, embodying the Trinity within us, within and without. And this is another quote I hear, another quote of ascension, embodying the true, healthy yin, healthy yang, healthy inner child, and together all as one we rise. Hallelujah. Sorry, those of you new people that expected a simple question, simple answer. I must say that as much as I know how my readings usually are, this is slightly different than you may have expected. It's more, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more guided. These readings are normally more guided to collective humanity, highest perspective rather than the 3D situationships. So but it's always connected. Okay, so if you've been guided here, those new people that just pop in and pop out, if you felt guided here, you were guided here for a reason, because something within you is activated and awakening into this level of perception that is no longer me, but we as one. Okay, I hope that Bay is still here and she didn't give up. I promised her to have a reading, but when I start channeling something, I need to say it. That's more important, because normally these channeling just come, and you know, if you don't open yourself for that, you're missing the huge opportunity to be that voice that needs to be spoken. Yeah, patriarchy's ego for sure. Pride and destruction, definitely. That's what we've seen for centuries, right? What patriarchy did. Destroyed. Showed us the contrast, what we no longer want to be and what we are not as spirits in this human experience. The patriarchy was meant to show us the contrast, the toxic side. Now we are coming into divine, matriarchal energy. We are shifting from ego, collective ego, to collective consciousness of higher soul. And that's what I find beautiful and hopeful for future of humanity and animals and nature and whole entire planet Earth and cosmos, all galaxies, because we are all part of it. You're very welcome, Brano. Enjoy the rest of your day. You're very welcome for everything, and thank you for joining us and being here with us. Okay, Bay, I believe now it's time for your reading. Okay, let's see. What will this eclipse, upcoming eclipse 27 bring you, okay? Let's see what peak you can have. Sometimes the spirit guides don't want us to have peek into future timelines in terms of that, because it could intervene with our natural progress. So let's see what you're allowed to know by your spirit guides, okay? Okay. So, dear Bay, what I feel that this eclipse that you are asking about may bring you as a stage of learning, is that you may experience, you may experience the situations with people where you will be guided to drop your shields, to put your guards down and practice the presence in each interaction with people, from the wisdom rather than ego. Okay, so your you may experience the each time you communicate with someone, the ego will be challenged there, where you still not fully embodying your divine feminine, meaning that those parts that you still not believing in yourself, that you question in your wisdom, you question in your ability, uh, you question or doubt your value, that may be presented to you in external reflections that will help you to practice. Okay, you may experience to practice uh, the to be more present in communications as your confident self. Okay, drop the shields, to be more present, to speak to others from that level of self-acceptance. Okay, no longer diminishing your value in front of others, no longer feel insecure in front of others, but stand your own authentic self, and to trust yourself and your wisdom. Okay, to accept yourself who you are, because you are a very wise soul. Okay, so trust yourself for who you truly are, grow within those situations. Okay, taking that as a lesson for wisdom gain, not that those people are here to get you, but more that you experience them and the communications with them, to learn self-acceptance, to stand by yourself, to not allowing anyone to walk over you or diminish your value, diminish you, or any way, shape or form a exploit you are here, exploit you for their egos. Unlock the magic within. So you may experience that strength within you that will allow you to look at yourself from that eagle view, where you will see the value, you will experience it, you will create from that place. You no longer gonna be satisfied by putting yourself below who you truly are. Okay, you will have opportunities to protect that self and that value in you. Your spirit guides are guiding you. Don't allow anymore anyone to walk over you. Don't allow anybody to sabotage your talents, your journey that you are creating for yourself. Don't allow anybody to discourage you from where you are heading to or whatever you want to achieve in your life. Don't allow anybody to compete with you in toxic ways, because you don't need to compete with anybody. You know who you are, you know what you can do. You just have to believe and accept that in you. Okay, you need to accept who you are, and that's the eclipse. to release those people and the situations and mindsets within you and within them that don't value you for who you truly are, and don't value, or you don't value yourself in what magic you bring to the world, who you are as a creator, who you are in your purpose. Stand up for that, okay? Don't let anybody to discourage you from that, or to allow you to believe what they say. If they say something bad about you, if they say, oh, you're not good enough, you're just this or that, you will learn from that wisdom that is already within you to stop allowing them to make you feel bad about yourself. So this is going to be the eclipse season for you, to truly embrace and protect your truth within you and become that divine goddess, with knowing that only you can change how others see you, by standing up with courage and confidence for yourself and for your light that you shine out, your talents, your skills, your wisdom, your authenticity. Communicate from your heart. Communicate with open heart. Communicate without walls. Allow them to see you in your true, authentic self, not masks that you may have learned to put on because of protection or fear. There will be people that will always try to trigger. There will be people that will always try to throw stones under your feet, but it's normal. You just have to accept it, that sometimes those people are gonna appear, but not for you to give up, but for you to learn to grow this rhino skin and say to yourself, they can no longer have effect on me. Just like me and the trolls, like, yeah, they don't affect me. They don't know me at all. They are just projections. Okay, so that's how you're going to experience next eclipse. Okay, to win over these people that were putting you down, and to finally embrace your true authenticity and show it to the world. Show it to the world what you can do. Okay, who you are. Show it, everyone, everywhere you go. When you are put in front of in the situation in front of someone that you will be guided to say or to do something that is yourself, your authentic self, do it with confidence. And that way you will start building a new environment that will be aligned with who you truly are, not with your fears, but with who you truly are. Okay? Eventually it will go away, but you need to work on that, what just your spirit guides guided you to. You need to go halfway to it, okay? It's not gonna just vanish without you going halfway to it, okay? You need to work, you need to do inner work, just what the spirit guide said, okay? You need to work on your authenticity, you need to work on your self-acceptance, you need to start loving yourself, because remember, all is reflection of what you feel towards yourself. More you start accepting and loving and cherishing and honoring and respecting and protecting yourself with the same confidence and strength as if you would protect your 3-year-old sister in front of villains, yeah? That way you need to learn to stand up for yourself, your authentic self, not trying to become smaller in front of bullies, but stand up to those bullies with your grace. Once you do that, everything else will change around you. Walk everywhere with grace, with integrity, and with self-confidence, knowing who you are, and you're not gonna lower yourself down for anyone anymore. That's what we all, especially divine feminines, or feminines in general, to dismantle this toxic masculine patriarchal society. We need to stop lowering ourselves in front of these bullies. I wish you all the best. I'm going off. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Namaste, peace and love. It was a pleasure today to be in this amazing live stream, channeling, felt and experience this beautiful archangels' powers and messages from Archangel Raziel, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Raphael. Hello, dear Sue. Hi. Sue, I'm just going off. Lilith, thank you so much for being here all this time with me. You're very kind. Thank you so much. 311, everybody. Dear Sue, I'm leaving now. If you want, we can chat, okay? Okay, everybody, thank you so much again. Love and light, peace and love. Namaste, everyone. Don't worry, Sue, there will be more parties. I'm going to try to come every day. 333 and 411 right there. Thank you all so much. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye to you all. Namaste. Good night.